DJ AFK here, back with another tutorial for Eve. Today we will be doing an escalation. This is part 3 of Booster R&D. We have switched ships yet again. This particular location has a lot of ships on grid. It looks like about 60 ships on grid when we land, and then each group that we take down spawns another wave of the second wave is mostly frigates, elite frigates. They are not listed as having warp disruptors, but I would not put it past them on this. Our initial ships are mostly cruisers, but we will need to keep a good distance and snipe these down. So to do that, we will be now using a Dominix. This is a standard Dominix with sentry drones. We will likely mostly be using the Wardens because of the range that they have. And these are also kinetic damage, which helps. The Curators are our mid-range, and we may not use them much, but the Guard are our short range in case things get a little bit too close, and they are thermal damage, which also helps against the Serpentis. For our ship fit, we have drone damage amplifiers, mission-specific hardeners, which is thermal and kinetic, damage control, armor repair. We have tracking links to help track the frigates as we shoot them, a large micro jump drive so we can move around in the pocket, a sensor booster for targeting range and scan resolution, and a cap recharger in case we need to use the armor repairer more than usual. Our drone link augmenters get our drone control range to 129 kilometers, and we do have small railguns just in case some frigates do get too close and warp disrupt us. With that said, let's get started. Alright, we are landing on grid. And it does look like everyone is a good distance away. That is awesome. Let's pull out our long-range drones and go to town. Alright, we have returned to station, and that was an interesting pocket. Unfortunately, we did not get the escalation to the last site. They gave us the deny message. We did, however, drop an implant that's actually halfway decent. I think it said it was worth around 75 million. But I may end up using this because it has an armor repair bonus of 3% and a set bonus as well if we were to be able to drop the other ones. With that being said, we will go over the ship fit after we go over what happened. In the warp in, all four groups, well, 3 of the 4 groups were at 100 kilometers from us in different directions. As we aggressed a single group, only the ships in that group came after us. When we got to the end of that group, it did start spawning reinforcements for that particular spot, and they did stick to that spot, so we didn't get anybody very close until the second and third groups. We triggered both of them kind of near each other, and it was difficult to determine which group was which. At that point, we warped down to the Shadow Serpentis mob, 100 kilometers from him, took him out, and then waited until those ships got a little bit too close, came back up, and took out the other group before going back down and taking those out. I hope that was enjoyable. That was sure a lot of ships to fight. There must have been at least 100 in there. I will have to count those and put them in the description. But we have our standard Dominix with sentry drones, and for the most part we use the Wardens. We have drone damage amplifiers, mission-specific Hardeners, which is thermal and kinetic, which we did not end up needing. No one got close enough to really damage us much. They did make some shield damage at one point. We have a damage control, armor repair, tracking units, which probably came in a little bit handy for using 1 drone per frigate. Micro jump drive, which did come in handy. The sensor booster, I used the targeting range script for the most part. We only pulled out the scan resolution script a couple times for specific incidents. We did not need the cap recharger, as we did not need to run the armor repair. We did need the drone link augmenters. Even at 129 kilometers, the one group ended up about 136 kilometers from us and was not running towards us. However, the pocket was large enough that we could warp around inside, luckily, because slow boating across an area that large would take quite a bit of time in a Dominix. But too bad we didn't get the 4th part of Booster R&D, but maybe next time. Please leave your comments below, like and subscribe, and always remember to fly safe.